Standing in front of the Leapmotor booth at the Munich Auto Show, looking at the all-new Lafa 5, it's hard to imagine that all of this started with a stop on the streets of Spain 10 years ago. In 2015, a Chinese engineer was deeply captivated by a Renault electric car on the streets of Valencia, Spain. That spark of inspiration ignited a dream of building cars. This engineer was Zhu Jiangming, and back then he probably couldn't have imagined that 10 years later, the company he founded, Leapmotor, would make its debut at the Munich Auto Show, competing alongside century-old European brands like Opel, Peugeot, and Citroën. With a brilliant reverse export strategy, in just 1 year, a name that was unfamiliar to the export market has grown into a Chinese force in Europe that can no longer be ignored. I remember predicting last year that within 6 months, the new energy vehicle sales champion would be Leapmotor. Now, in Germany, that prediction is coming true. In September 2024, Leapmotor officially entered Germany, and in its first full year of deliveries, it sold 5,561 units. What's even more important is that in August of this year, Leapmotor topped the Chinese brand sales chart in Germany. But what moves me the most isn't the numbers, but this detail. Of those 5,561 owners, 7 out of 10 are regular consumers. Germans have placed their trust in this new Chinese brand, voting with their hard-earned money. What's even more surprising is that at the German Automotive Industry Research Institute's awards, Leapmotor actually beat out many veteran brands to take home the 2025 Best Neo Brand Trophy. Anyone in the know understands the significance of this award. In just 1 year, Leapmotor, a newcomer, has truly earned deep recognition from both consumers and professionals in Germany, the heart of the automotive world. The key to Leapmotor's rapid success in Europe lies in its groundbreaking reverse joint venture model. In May 2024, an official partnership was announced simultaneously in Hangzhou and the Netherlands. Stellantis holds 51% of the shares, while Leapmotor holds 49%. This isn't the traditional market for technology exchange. It's the first time a Chinese brand has gone overseas as a technology exporter, using a global giant's channels to sell abroad. Zhu Jiangming once said, "We trade technology for time and use wisdom to gain space." This strategy was perfectly proven under the spotlight at the Munich Auto Show. So how did it play out in practice? Leapmotor adopted a dual-track approach. On one hand, they leveraged the Stellantis mature network across Europe to seamlessly integrate into the market. On the other, they actively partnered with top local dealers. By September of this year, Leapmotor had surpassed 100 sales locations in Germany, with 2 of them right in Munich. The Leapmotor store I visited in Munich is part of the European dealership giant AWAG Group, which operates over 200 dealerships in Germany and Austria. Out of those, 25 are dedicated to selling Leapmotor cars. With such a local powerhouse leading the way, Leapmotor doesn't need to worry about brand recognition, but the partnership goes beyond just selling cars. For a new brand like Leapmotor, European consumers' biggest concerns are after-sale service and financing. Partnering with Stellantis directly addresses these 2 critical pain points. In terms of service, Leapmotor has directly integrated into Stellantis' existing network, sharing resources with brands like Peugeot, Citroën, and others. Their powerful logistics system allows parts delivery up to 3 times a day, something that many legacy automakers can't even match. This means Leapmotor has almost overnight gained service capabilities on par with local brands. When it comes to finance, having Stellantis behind them is key. In the European market, trust is the hardest thing to build, and Stellantis provides not just a sales network but also the credibility that encourages consumers to take a chance. Over 90% of European customers choose to lease their cars, and they place a huge emphasis on the financial support behind the purchase. Thanks to Stellantis' established financial service, Leapmotor can offer competitive zero down payment options right away. The T03 offers zero down payment with monthly payments as low as €99, and the C10 starts at just €299 per month. This low entry barrier makes European consumers willing to give this new brand a shot.
So I said we have already a good network in Europe. Also what we're benefiting is we have a good part supply because we're using the structure of Stellantis with distributor hubs. Yeah, so fully integrated the part supply. We have a service network. We have the bank financial service we're using of Stellantis, which is key because you need to have a strong bank. Yeah, because this is a leasing market in Europe. Yeah, if you don't have a good financial offer with a good residual value, then you can't achieve a good monthly rate, yeah, and this is really so key for to be successful as a newcomer, no? Because the customers don't know you, so they don't know should I buy it or not, are they reliable, is the quality good, and if they lease the car, they take it for 3 years, and then they return it to the dealer, and so there's no risk for the customer.
Selling Chinese-made smart electric vehicles using familiar European purchasing methods, that's the real wisdom behind Leapmotor's reverse export strategy. The Lafa 5, which made its debut at the Munich Auto Show in September, will be sold as the B05 in the German market and is expected to officially launch next year. Right now, Leapmotor has already built a strong market lineup in Germany, leading the charge and the T03 priced at just €18,900. It's like a sharp arrow aimed straight at the European small car market. Its mission is clear: to introduce the Leapmotor name to Europe with unbeatable value for money. Once that foothold is secured, the C10 will follow as the main player, showcasing Leapmotor's product intelligence. In Germany, where the charging infrastructure is well developed, the all-electric version is the focus, while in southern European countries like Spain and Italy, the range extender version with over 900 km of WLTP range precisely addresses consumers' range anxiety.
We were always also happy that we got the range extender version this summer. Yeah, so we launched it just in May, June, July in the markets, and this is very well perceived by the customers. We have more than 900 kilometers range, yeah? And we have some markets like the southern markets like Spain, like Italy, where the charging infrastructure is not that developed. Then this car is perfect. Yeah, as in Germany, the infrastructure of charging is pretty good already, yeah, okay. But not in the southern countries, yeah. So like in Spain, you can't charge everywhere, so the range extender is perfect, yeah. And I drive myself with this car, and I'm really super convinced about it. On a long distance, it's really very comfortable, very quiet, and with the range extender, you have complete peace of mind because more than 900 range is perfect.
The real star is the B10, which made its debut at the Paris Auto Show last year and just launched this year, with a price tag of €29,900. It's aimed directly at the mainstream C-segment SUV market in Europe. This best-selling model from China, which has already been proven in the domestic market, is likely to become Leapmotor's volume seller in Europe. From the flexible introduction of the T03 to the dual strategy of the C10 and now the B10 targeting the mainstream, Leapmotor is making a beautiful upward curve in Europe with this three-step approach.
Product-wise, this is in Germany, for example, this is our main car with the T03. It's 2/3 of the business, and 1/3 of the business is the C10. So these are our cars we have launched. Yeah. The B10, you might know, was presented in Paris last year, and now we have the cars arriving. The next days we will have the cars are already in the harbor, so they will be shipped next week actually to the dealership. So in September, every dealer will have a B10, and this is a big opportunity for us because this car is beautiful, it's a good quality, the price is really great. It's 29,900 in Germany. Yeah. 29. This is for a pure electric car. This is really the best price positioning, and the segment of the C-SUV is huge also in Europe. Yeah, you know, it's also I think a big success in China, but in Europe it's the biggest segment, and this will be a big seller for sure. Yeah. So we have had a good start with these two models, yeah, but they are not the big segments. Yeah. A segment is smaller. EV segment is anyhow small in Europe. Yeah. Both very good cars. Yeah. I think the technology is good. The roominess is great of the T03. So we have all tall guys in Europe, but even if you're tall, you can sit in the back. Yeah, and you still have this amazing. Yeah.
10 years ago, Zhu Jiangming encountered a Renault electric vehicle on the streets of Spain. That moment sparked a dream of building cars. Fast forward 10 years and Leapmotor is now driving through the streets of Berlin, Munich, and Paris. From a single spark of inspiration to a global brand strategy, This journey has taken a full decade. When it comes to Chinese electric cars going global, maybe we should all learn from Zhu Jiangming. Not just how to build great cars, but how to sell overseas using smart strategies. Trade technology for channels, win trust through collaborations, and find the export path that suits you best. Zhu Jiangming once said that his next goal is to become a world-class electric vehicle company. While that sounds grand, when you see Leapmotor's every step in Germany, you'll realize that all big goals begin with the simplest dreams.